Hello, RTOPilot community. This is a quick video running through our new LLN feature that is now live in the production application. This is something that you can enable in the admin portal in your settings section. So if you go to enrollments, behavior, there is now a new flag for enabling the LLN. It'll be disabled by default in your environment, but if you tick this, obviously it'll enable the LLN test for all students that will be enrolling in your classes from that point onwards. So what this means is that we have a new step inside the enrollment process. We've tried to keep it as minimal as possible so it's not a burden for students, but also trying to be compliant with the new standards that have just come into effect for 2025. So let's running through the enrollment process now. If I was to pick a class and then put in my details, I'll put in these details now and enroll. Everything still remains the same for now. Okay, now that I've confirmed my enrollment, you'll see that we get taken to the checkout step just as normal. But you can see now we've got a new status indicator timeline icons up the top here that let you know that you're in the payment step of a three-step process. So there's now the LLN in the middle. So if I was to go and fill in these details as normal and hit pay, I'll now get taken to the LLN. And so from here, I've been given an LLN test. And so this is where I'll now answer questions about, relevant to the requirements for LLN. So if I click and just click through, put in all these details, I'm deliberately going to fail, or at least try to fail, so you can see what my results are. We also have multimedia support, so there is audio in here as well. And we also have reorderable questions as well. So if you need to talk about the order in which things occurred, you can do that as well. Just going to go through. So the quiz is designed so that if you don't reach the minimum bar, so you start with easy questions. As you complete the easy questions, if you successfully complete them, you'll be given harder questions. So if you don't meet the minimum bar, you won't be given harder questions, which means the test can be quite short. The test can be longer for students that reach a higher level, as obviously they'll be tested on more and harder questions. So you can see here that I've completed my assessment. The student is then given information about where they may require support. The way this is designed is I'm enrolling in Work Safely at Heights. Inside the admin portal, which I'll show you in a moment, it has a number of configurable levels. And so as a result, it'll let me know that I may not have the skills required for this course based on the settings that you've configured. So that means that you might have to change your process so that you can actually reach out to the student to let them know, or reach out to the student and say, we can provide you extra support. That could be something that the trainers do in class, and they have information that will be able to be seen in the portal about which students have met the bar or not met the bar. And so, yeah, this is up to you on how you want to best implement and support students, or whether or not you offer them a refund and let them, enroll in another course or whatever is more suitable for them. Okay, so once I've done that, I'll be taken through to the portal, which is the same process as would normally happen. So now jumping back into the admin portal, I'll show you where this is configured. So if I go to students, you'll be able to see my results here. So this is my student record and the LLN results that I achieved. So you can see I've got level 1 and level 0, 1, 2, and 1. So I didn't achieve the requirements for Work Safely at Heights, which was level 3 across the board. Obviously, this hasn't been configured. They start at level 3. I would probably lower Work Safely at Heights so that they aren't at level 3, because the level 3 is probably too high for this unit of competency. So if I go inside the student record, I can then dig further into those results and again see the same information. And I can also get more information about what these levels actually might mean and what support may be required for that student. It helps you sort of interrogate the results and understand where they might need support and where they actually succeeded and what they might struggle with. All right, so now let's go through to editing the class template. So as I mentioned before, Work Safely at Heights was configured at level 3. I've just moved them down to 2, 2, 1, 1, and 1. And I can just do that just by clicking on these buttons and then changing them here. So now I'm just going to press save. What that will do now is I've changed the bar that's required for Work Safely at Heights. So if I go back to the student portal, you can now see, the student record, you can now see that according to the new standards that have been set, my skills match or exceed the level required for some of the sections. And so if I go back to the student records, I can see that, yes, I'm okay on learning, okay on oral communication and reading, but I may need support in numeracy and I may need support in writing. And so this is something that your trainers or you can be equipped with so that you can better tailor the training for the students. So that's basically it. This is the first release that we have, open to hearing more feedback and seeing how it works for you and your RTO. So please let us know in the WhatsApp group or send me an email if you have any thoughts, comments, or suggestions. Thank you for your time, and look forward to seeing this in use across your RTO.